What do Connor McDavid and Auston Matthews have in common? Aside the fact that they have been two of the NHL's poster boys over the past few years, Connor for a decade plus, Auston for a few years throughout the course of the past decade. I'd say that he's not really in that conversation now, especially after the near 70-goal season that he had 2 years ago. The Maple Leafs falling out and not really doing all too hot the next few years kind of took Matthews away from that conversation. But it is very fair to say that McDavid and Matthews are two of the NHL's poster boys. But you know what else these guys have in common? Their contracts expire in 2028. Matthews making $13.25 million, McDavid making $12.5 million. And what I also wanted to highlight is the fact that 2027-2028 is a very particular year for one LA Kings team and what their cap structure has to offer. You see, the LA Kings ended up signing Artemi Panarin to a contract that goes on until 2027-2028. The guy wanted a long-term deal. He wanted to be on the books for 4 or 5 years. He got 2 with LA. Which is why we opened the door to a conversation posted about by Greg Wyszynski on Twitter. I'm thinking more about why the LA Kings held firm on a 2-year extension for Artemi Panarin. I guess there are a couple of reasons why they might want that money off their cap in 2028. Ladies and gentlemen, is there a possibility that the LA Kings go after both Connor McDavid or Auston Matthews? Okay, they're not going to go after both of them. They'll try to see what they can do, but, they're not getting both of them, I guess. Is this a possibility? I mean, look, if both of them become UFAs, if they're both unable to re-sign with their Canadian clubs, and if they both want to head over down to the US, to LA, same reason like Artemi Panarin ended up going there, not because necessarily they offered him the most money, but because he just wanted to be in LA. If there is any vested interest for either Matthews or McDavid to go to America, and if LA has this big contract of $11 million for Artemi Panarin coming off the books, is there a chance that we can see a big swing here? They're already losing out on Kopitar. We know that for sure. Quinton Byfield's contract goes on until 2029, but he's making $6.25. The cap's going up. It's not really that big of a deal. Adrian Kempe's on the books, $10.625. Pretty beefy deal there. And then you have Mikey Anderson on until 2031 at $4.125. Very stable, honestly. You take a look at how much cap space the LA Kings have year by year, and in 2027, 2028, hey, they're going to get themselves $50 million. In the year after, they'll have $79 million. There is an option, if McDavid and Matthews' contracts both expire in 2028 as unrestricted free agents, that a team like LA could say, hey, we've got $80 million in cap space. Why not go out there and try to get either of these two guys? Now, of course, I understand how cap dynamics work and how the progression of time affects National Hockey League decisions. Obviously, they're not going to keep a $79 million cap projection for 4 years into the future. They're going to make some other signings. They're going to get some other guys. That's just going to happen. That happens in the NHL. Some of these guys will get brought back. Maybe not at the same dollar amounts. Maybe not even in general. Maybe they let Andrei Kuzmenko go. Who knows? But if the biggest issue plaguing LA is the inevitable departure of Anze Kopitar, the fact that you don't have a center to replace his caliber of play, that Quinton Byfield has not been that good, by comparison, okay, he's 23 years old, he will continue to grow, prosper, get better, etc., etc. Quinton Byfield is going to be better, but you can't really guarantee just how good he is going to be. We all thought that Quinton Byfield was going to be the second coming of Evgeny Malkin. Well, I hate to break it to you, but Evgeny Malkin quickly established himself as one of the best centers in the NHL. Byfield is on pace for 44 points this year. This is your Anze Kopitar replacement? And I know, it's kind of harsh to talk about QB like that. But I'm the guy who made the video back in 2020 talking about this dude, saying that he could be as good as he could be, and that he was going to be a top-tier player. We haven't seen that yet. It's 23 years old and beyond. There's a lot of time for QB to get it together in the same way that players like Jack Hughes or Nathan McKinnon were able to get it together later in their careers. But if you can't guarantee it, Auston Matthews or Connor McDavid will probably guarantee it instead. Imagine McDavid going down the Gretzky route. He's in Edmonton. He's a legend. Maybe he doesn't win the cups that Gretzky does with the Edmonton Oilers, but he does have the longevity, he has the stats, he has the career, he has the individual accolades, and then he's like, peace, I'm going to LA, following in the footsteps of the Great One, doing almost exactly what it was that he did. Maybe with a few fewer tears, I guess. Or Auston Matthews. We already made a video back in the day talking about Matthews potentially being a king or a coyote or a golden knight or whatever. I mean, I think it's one of the most popular videos on this YouTube channel. In fact, it is. It's literally the second most popular video here. Yeah, Auston Matthews could potentially be out too, and that conversation that we had a few years ago was before he had signed the current extension that he is on, $13.25 million for 4 years. Toronto's got a good one, of course. We know Matthews is talented, but did Toronto get the right one? Did they build the team the right way? You can let me know your thoughts in the comments section whether or not that's actually the case here. But when it comes to Auston Matthews or Connor McDavid, if either of these guys say that they want to head over to LA, then it makes sense why they only wanted to go out there and give Panarin 2 years, does it not? Let's go out there and read some of these replies. Of all the possible things you can hint at with this Panarin contract, its length and size, this is the laziest, least interacting, and most obviously not paying attention one you could come up with. Oh, please educate me, Cap Geek. We're talking about the NHL. These guys, Matthews and McDavid, will retire on the teams that drafted them. Loyalty can be boring for fans hoping for big moves, but I absolutely respect it. And I guess that's a fair way to analyze it. I mean, yeah, this is generally how NHL superstars' careers play out, but I'm just thinking about it like, hey, Mitch Marner got traded. Artemi Panarin got traded. You got guys like John Tavares leaving the island to head over to Toronto. We're seeing more movement now than we ever really have as NHL fans the past 20, 30 years or so. And I say that fully knowing that Wayne Gretzky got traded. Like, I feel like there was a big lull period before the current cap dynamic was established where we just saw stars be stars and just stay where they were. Artemi Panarin, you could debate, maybe he was one of the first guys to kickstart this trend of leaving your team despite being a top-tier player, and then John Tavares followed suit. Then you started seeing more dudes all going to Vegas for whatever reason. Mitch Marner, Pietrangelo, Pacioretty, Stone, Hurdle, like, it's all Vegas. But now LA could be seen as a destination as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Connor McDavid, Auston Matthews, LA, yay or nay? Is it possible? Is it realistic? Is it going to happen? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.